express that and explore that is because of how uh, dangerous and how like harmful homophobia is within male communities, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Bruno's
if
spaz
you
on
go
this
out and kiss a
motherfucker.
guy, you might get fucking jumped, right? Like if you kiss a guy on the street. Now, this isn't to say it's
Yeah, because I know it gave you. I tell people when you go to these conventions, it gives you confirmation of how far you have grown in your career by
Yes.
taking fans, and also I'm pretty sure you had a bunch of the top talent that you haven't shot with say we seen your video.
Yes. I've had people who come up to
You can make money off of it.
But see, the thing about it is, okay, let's just keep it 100. The girls nowadays don't give a fuck about the money; they want to go viral.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, people want to go.
so it's kind of like the girl. A lot of the girls that don't show their face with the feet, it ain't because they make more money with the feet. Back to where you're not doing the content house. You're shooting content, but you're not shooting with everybody that got their mama. Now it done kind of the circle done closed up a little bit to make yourself. How you doing, beautiful?
hello, much better now. How's your night going?
Oh my God, I just love that smile. And what it's crazy as hell, right? Because people normally I do my research, which I kind of get the opportunity to do. I use their page and all that. And see, unfortunately, Twitter, you pieces of trash, suspended her page. So
At least so.
it was crazy because it was like, I think it was right after you agreed to do the interview.
No, exactly. I was so upset. I had no way to like communicate with you, and I've had that Twitter page for like 6 years. So, R.I.P.
Oh my God. And yeah, I was glad because it was like the night we posted Did It, Smokers. I was like, damn, I can't find her. I Googled. I could not find anything social media. No
Oh
Twitter.
my
I was
God.
like, what the fuck?
I was like
Wait a
trying
second,
to
this girl at
like,
the AVN,
yeah.
she,
I
you know, she done work with some companies.
to find you, like.
Well, like a needle age stack. And then a friend of hers hit me up, and the rest was history, people. So she is here. How you doing tonight with that pretty smile of yours?
You are too sweet. I'm doing much better now. I'm so happy we could do this. Thank you so much for having me on here.
Oh, it's a pleasure to have you, people. I mean, please, damn, she's so beautiful. She got me discombobulated already. We ain't hardly started the show. Like I said, oh my God. And how was AVNs this year?
Oh God. So I didn't go to AVN this year. I was in town for a party previously. I was a part of Curves After Dark, which is a part of BBW
Okay.
Strip Night. So it's a strip night for all the BBW porn stars that's run by Eliza Allure, who is a BBW legend. So I was in
Yeah,
town for
she hit
that.
me up, which Eliza, okay, we about to have a conversation if I finish talking to her. You did my show the first year, and you ain't been back. We got problems. You need to have your ass back on the Smokers Lounge, please.
No, I gotta get her back.
She was one of my like first 20 interviews.
What?
And she was a bucket list, ladies and gentlemen, a bucket list, because I wanted to work with her so bad.
Why? She's
But,
a gem. I love pieces.
oh yeah, she's a complete sweetheart, and she about her business. I give it to her.
Definitely, that is a businesswoman.
Oh my God! So tell me about the BBW strip night.
Oh my God, it was fantastic. It was my third show overall with the BBW strip show. We killed it. Everyone from industry, because it was AVN. We had tons of industry folks in the audience, a lot of fans. Vegas really showed up and showed out. We usually do shows in Los Angeles, and comparing it to Vegas, like Vegas was insane. So I had a wonderful time. I killed it on my stage sets. Everybody was super sweet. So I would definitely do it again in Las Vegas.
So for you, how did you get ready for the strip night? Like, what's your routine? What song did you dance to?
Oh God! So I chose "Are You Mine" by Arctic Monkeys. I usually try to like R&B. Like I like to dance to or rap. I like to dance to Megan Thee Stallion. But I was just like trying to figure out what I like to dance to. I started doing the strip nights. I think my first was like August of last year. and I started pole dancing around that time. So I'm still trying to figure out what genres work for me. But I did Arctic Monkeys, and everybody liked that I was doing alternative and rock music, so I killed it. But yeah, prior to the show, I was just in and out of the pole studio nonstop, just practicing, learning tricks, and just an intensive workout.
Yeah, I did see her work the pole, and I was like, it just made me smile. Like, she know how to work a dick in the pole. And were you a stripper at one before, or
No,
it was?
so I've done like every form of sex work under the sun except working in a strip club. So I had zero experience with stripping or pole dancing. But Eliza reached out to me about being a part of the BBW strip night, and I was like, I'd love to, but I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't have much of an ass, so I was like, I can't really twerk like the other girls. I got to get up there and do something. So I decided to go take pole classes, and I've been doing those like 2 to 3 times a week and building up some muscle and going out and showing my stuff.
Oh my God! And for you, because apparently you're pretty good at it. Because even for the picture that she sent me, I was like, okay.
Thank you.
You can't be terrible to pull off the move that she was doing. How long did it take you to grasp it?
Oh my God. I don't think I started getting tricks. I started like the beginning of July. I didn't start getting tricks down till like the actual show. It was so difficult. It's hard because it's like when you're a plus size person, there's a thing. If you're like 90 pounds, you can carry 90 pounds on the pole and swing around and hit the ceiling. But when you're carrying 200 pounds, you have to do a lot more work. So it just took forever to be able to lift my whole body. Like, it's insane. It's very, very insane.
You keep pole dancing, you ain't gonna be 200 no more.
I mean,
you ain't even gonna be a BB doll no more.
My fans and a lot of people at the event were like, "You've lost so much weight. How did you do it?" And I'm just like, "I'm not on Ozempic. I haven't gotten any surgery.
You don't realize
I've been just on the pole. Just
you don't realize the pole is a exercise workout within itself. Because
it absolutely is, and it exercises your core, your arms, your legs. It is a full body workout. So dissolved it all.
in other words, for you future male talents, I hope you're prepared, because that means she's in shape.
Yes, the other day I was like flexing. I was like, look at that. I got little pole bruises. Like,
oh my God. So smokers, you know what it's about to be. Yeah, we about to hit the pole. You feel me? And some other things.
Yes.
Welcome. Time to smoke this over. Welcome to the Smokers Lounge. You know I am Kevin Over Southern Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star. Find all my links with one link, allmylinks.com/Porn Rap Star. Let's go through the sponsors first. Eroticism Magazine. Next up, blusharaka.com. After that, Pass That Apparel. Y'all know what to do. Hit the link in the description. Also, don't forget about smokekind.com, the king of THCH. Please hit the link in the description, as well as sarahjcbd.com. That's right. Please use the promo code BOBBIE to get 10% off of your next order from sarahjcbd.com. Please check out her wonderful line of pain and stress relief self-care products. She even have lube. Also, 5 days out the week, in the morning, you can go to fullswapradio.com and check me out over there, as well as skyhyperdarktv.com, as well as sgpradio.com. Also, don't forget about my wonderful pro wrestling podcast, Pro Wrestling Smoke, where I talk about WWE, TNA, AEW, and all the other pro wrestlers, and my favorite all African American pro wrestling company known as Ashe Wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Darius Lockhart, you know what I'm saying, aka Darius number 2, because you know Darius Carter, the all-father, the Moriarty of pro wrestling, the Vulture of AEW, is Darius number 1. So with that being said, this gorgeous red bone, I ran across her before her page got deleted. She's a freak. She's sexy. She is the epitome of what a sex symbol is. She's wonderful. You see, she has a beautiful smile and a wonderful personality. And don't let her lie to you. She has an ass. She has an ass. She's tits and ass. And with that being said, I'm going to shut up and let this gorgeous, delicious vanilla vixen introduce herself. Tell me who you is, babe.
Hi, my name is Chloe Klein. I am an AVN nominated porn star. Yeah, I've been in the porn industry since 2021, and I see no signs of stopping.
And I even go for it. Don't you look just so like you look like a goddamn just zero candy bar at this bitch. Delicious. so how do you feel to be nominated for AVN? Because of course I've been nominated 3 times. I don't think I won this year, but who cares? Well, go ahead.
Congrats. Oh my God. I was nominated for the 2024 AVN Awards. I was nominated for favorite BBW star. It blew my mind. Prior to that, I'd been working a lot with Plumper Pass and Jeff's Models, a lot of the really big BBW companies, and I landed that nomination, and it blew my mind. I'd always wanted to be nominated for an AVN of all the awards, so I was just like, I can't believe I did that. So
Go out and look, people, when the bit I could, search. Oh yeah. I was like, okay, she didn't hit all the BBW parts, all the top companies out this month. I was like, goddamn.
Yeah, my first shoot was with Plumper Pass, actually. My first scene ever was with Plumper Pass. So I just came out the gate shooting with the #1 BBW company in the country.
Oh, we're going to begin there. How, did you start in the business and what got you in the business?
So I started in the business because I was a nude model. I was doing modeling, and I had a client that would photograph me that was like, you'd be great for a Plumper Pass, and they shoot the girls down here, and you could be like the next Sophia Rose. And so at the time I had no idea who that was. I was like, what is he talking about? I did a bit of research, and I was like, she is beautiful. I was like, this company looks amazing, but I had never done any kind of content before. So I was just like, this is a really big feat. Once it's on the internet, it's there forever. Like, if you're going to do this, you need to commit to it wholeheartedly. And I reached out, and Plumper Pass wanted to work with me immediately. I thought it was a joke. I had no idea. I was just like, they got back to me immediately. They were like, send photos in, like, let us, see if we would like to work with you. And immediately they're like, yes, please. And at first I was like, I don't know, like, is this real? And they wrote back to me saying, yes, oh, please, we are serious. We want to work with you. And I was on to do my first scene ever. And so my first scene was a Plumper Pass.
Yeah, because I remember your stuff from Plumper Pass and everything. So when I ran across your page, I said, oh, shit. I just wanted to see what else you done. And for you, because when you found out who Sophie was you surprised at the comparison? Because that's a very strong compliment.
Absolutely. And at the time I was a lot larger and a bit more voluptuous, and everything was bigger. And I looked at her, I was just like, I had zero clue about like porn stars whatsoever. And I saw her and was like, she is stunning. I was like, I know she means big business. This is a very huge compliment. So I was just like, sure. It was also nice to see that like there's a place for women in this industry that look like Sophia Rose. So yeah.
Y'all the top money makers in this bitch. They just don't want to admit it.
Exactly. Oh my God. I think at the time I was like, oh, in porn they want to shoot like white women or like white blonde women. So when I saw someone like Sophia Rose, like a gorgeous woman of color, I was like, there's a place for us. Like, we can do this and make great money. Like, we don't have to play second fiddle to white women.
Oh no. And what's your ethnicity? What's your ethnicity?
What's my So that's the thing. So I never share. It's been a like long-standing thing. I do tell people that I'm half white, but I never say what the other half is.
It's either one or two things. It's either you're either black or there's some Hispanic somewhere. It's one of them two. You know what I'm saying? But even more so than that, it's like because of that, it makes you a little bit more versatile because you can play different ethnicities. You can go
Definitely.
as far as she can be the white girl, she can be the mixed black girl. Hell, she can even be the Islamic lady.
No, exactly. A racially ambiguous baddie. So for years,
Basically,
everyone always guesses. They're like, "Are you Chilean? Are you Filipino? Are you Japanese?" And I'm just like, I'm never gonna say.
either way, it's all good. So let's talk about that first scene with you and Plumper Pass. Because, like I said, you was shocked that they hit you up. Tell me how it felt to go on the set. Now, mind you, like I said, this is a pro shoot. She came in the game going into the league. You feel me? As you know, my nephews, the two, Yaps and Terrain talk about the league.
Yes.
She came straight in the league. So paint the picture for the shoot. Like how nervous were you? What did they do to make you feel comfortable on set? What's your first shoot? Because I'm sitting here on the page now. It was it a boy girl? Was it a BJ? Holla at me.
Oh God, my first shoot, it was like a boy girl and a BJ scene. It was with Chad Diamond, who is an absolute sweetheart. Love shooting with him. I was super, super scared to go shoot. I had done some research and was, trying to study and make sure that I looked okay on set and get everything together physically. And I went to set, and Chad was so, so kind and really walked me through it. He knew I was a new talent. He communicated with Plumper Pass, and everyone was super, super gentle with me. But everything from start to finish, from the pretty girls shoots, just the photos was great. And then shooting the actual scene, I was so nervous because it's especially for like a POV blowjob scene, it's just you and the camera's right there.
Yeah.
And of course the talent's there, but it's like you can't see what you look like. It's just you and the camera, and it's not like having regular sex whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like everything you do on camera has to cater to the camera. So the whole time I'm just like, okay, like let's look good, practice, what we practiced, and the camera is what you're focused on. So the POV was great, and then I got the boy girl scene, and Chad was super gentle with me. I was super nervous, but it was a hit. It went really well. So yeah, I was just
so basically
a good scene.
Your first session with them was a 2-scene session, a boy girl and a blowjob. You know what I'm saying? Which one was the first one? The blowjob?
I think the first one was the blowjob scene, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of helped to break the ice since you was newbie and everything.
Definitely.
And
it's another person, but I was like, you know what? It's good to start off as like a solo or just like a POV.
So how did you feel when you were sucking this dick in the reaction? Did you feel you was hitting what you supposed to hit?
Yes. It was so funny. So I was like, prior to the shoot, I was researching some of my favorite porn stars and what they look like in their POV scenes. Because I was just like for example, I love Arabelle Raphael. She's one of my favorite porn stars. And I was watching her blowjob scenes, and I was just like, what does her eye contact look like? What kind of expressions is she making? Like, what things stand out to me? Like, I was literally taking notes as I was watching these scenes, like hers and various other porn stars I love. So I was just like, just make sure, you look like this when the light hits you here, or if the camera's over here, what kind of angles look good? Like, you need to learn your angles. And so I feel like I hit everything I was supposed to, and that's why they called me.
Yeah, because like you see I give you a prop because you walked in you didn't walk in completely blind. You kind of understood what the assignment was, per se.
Definitely. Oh yeah, I was like, no, I'm gonna look at the pros. I'm gonna look at the biggest in the league, if you will, and do my research and go in and do what I'm supposed to do.
Man, hold on, wait 1 sec. I'm recording. What's up? Yeah, I got you. All right. Sorry, smokers. You know how it is. Y'all been here before. Now, back to what we were talking about. So for you, cause like I said, it was your first time being in front of the camera. And you kind of learned positioning. You learned, you know what I'm saying, how you work the camera. So after that, because was you doing content before?
No, my first scene ever was for Plumper Pass. I had never shot anything before, my own or with another company.
So after that, Did you decide to do content, or did you go and pursue another paid shoot?
I didn't do content after that. I just decided I wanted to be studio only. I was just like, no, I want to see what other adult companies I
You
can
got
shoot with.
spoiled.
Yeah, I went straight to Jeff's Models right after.
Oh my God! It was did you contact them or they contact you?
They contacted me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
goodness!
I didn't know these companies. I didn't know anything about anything regarding porn or content.
Which is funny because you said they contacted you. Was it after? Wait a second. Was it after the scene dropped, or after you shot?
No, it was after the scenes dropped on Plumper Pass that Jeff's Models hit me up.
So he saw it like, who is this? See, smokers, didn't I tell y'all? The business is big but yet small. What did I tell you? I already know what the conversation was. Cause Jeff called. Hey, Clint. Yeah, you got this sexy red bone, what's her name? Chloe Klein. How she is on set, and did you make some money? Great on set, and the scene is selling like hotcakes. Hook me up. What's her number? That was the conversation. I guarantee. Yeah. So now you're going to Jeff Models. So tell me about that shoot.
Oh my God, Jeff's Models was fantastic. I love everyone at Jeff's Models, from the cameramen to the talent. Everyone is such a joy to work with, especially Mr. J. Crew, who my fans adore. Like, everyone is so sweet at Jeff's Models. I love shooting for them. So it was a little more nerve-wracking because I was like, oh God, like, this is all happening really fast. Like, Plumper Pass is amazing. Jeff's Models is amazing. I was just like, this is, it was new to me. I was just like, this is really scary, but everyone was super welcoming and sweet and made some good scenes. So,
and you probably didn't think that you was going to get hot that fast.
I had no idea. I didn't know what to expect. And when I started, I didn't know that it was a big deal that, like, my first scene ever was with Plumper Pass. I just assumed it was that way for other girls. And so when I found out that that's not a thing that happens, and that's why I had a target on my back, I was so confused. I was like, what do you mean? Like, you guys have to do... I heard from girls that they had to do content for years to even be noticed by Jeff's Models or Plumper Pass. Yes. So the fact that I just...
Also, I'm going to tell you what helped you.
Was what?
I'm going to tell you what helped you.
What?
You had no video. All you had was pics.
Exactly.
So you were what is close to what we receive as fresh off the boat.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's why he jumped and shot you. Because he was like, wait a second. She ain't got OnlyFans. She ain't got nav video. Book her. Because it does make a difference. Because when they get the opportunity to get somebody that's fresh off the boat, meaning that they ain't never shot shit, they ain't got no video online, that's a rarity. So, and the fact that she gorgeous as shit.
Yeah.
I mean, she checked all the boxes. So now after that, when did you start looking to shoot content and learning about the content trade?
Oh God, I think it was like a year or so after I started shooting with companies. For the longest time, I was just like, do I need to do content? I was like, I just want to shoot with studios and just, my fans know to go to the studios. And I also felt like working with studios, like I got a lot more fans from working with them as opposed to making my own sort of thing. I just wanted to really build a following with all these other sites first.
Yeah.
So it wasn't until I was more settled in that I was like, okay, let's do an OnlyFans, let's do a Sex Panther, and let's do our own thing. So there was a method to the madness.
Which tells me she was getting booked a lot.
Yes.
She was getting booked a lot. Because straight up. No, because when I talk to females that sit here and say that do more paid gigs and they do content, it's because they get booked. And they make more money with the paid gigs than with their content because people don't realize how much it is to be blessed that you're getting booked heavy. Because a lot of girls don't get that, and continuously get booked even after year one.
No, I just took it as a huge deal that it was, where it's like this. When I knew that it wasn't normal for girls to do this, where a lot of girls don't have the privilege of shooting with Jeff's Models back to back to back, or shooting with Plumper Pass and going here and there, I was just like, let's ride this wave and let's see what happens. So You know, very blessed, very grateful to all the companies that have worked with me and have had me on their sets repeatedly. Like, I am here because of them. So, yeah.
And see, too, you didn't start content because shit slowed up. What made you start content? 'Cause I know it was because shit slowed up. Because some girls, that's when they start the content, when the pages start slowing up, and they were like, damn, I want to keep making this money. So, boom.
Yeah, what is it? So the thing with like doing scenes with companies is that they own the scene for eternity. You know,
Yeah.
they pay me one payment to shoot. Whereas if I have an OnlyFans and I shoot something, that scene is mine. Anything, any photo sets, anything that I shoot on my own, I get to own 100%. All the money goes to me. And so I was just like, you know, I'm making money for these companies. That's amazing. I love the notoriety that I get from shooting with these companies. But now it's time to funnel in the followers and the fans that you have from those companies and funnel them into your own stuff.
So now, how did you go about getting your first content shoot?
Oh my God. I think it was, I believe it was Finney's Playhouse. Finney Fox reached out to me and he shoots with a lot of BBWs. And so he hit me up. And I was
Why did I?
Are we familiar?
Oh my God. And so for you, okay, so what did you learn from that first content shoot?
Oh, I got to learn like the difference between being on a studio set versus what it's like to film content. I feel like filming content is a bit more relaxed. It feels a bit more personable as well because it's usually just you and the other content creator and then, you know, a videographer in the room versus like such big lights and just pretty girls and all of these things that are going on. So it felt a bit more simple, if that makes sense, but also like really nerve-wracking because it's, you know, it's not just one company. You're working with an individual, especially someone as big as Finney, like that. You know, it's intimidating in a different kind of way.
So what made you decide to work with Finney first?
I looked at his body of work. I saw that he worked with a lot of very, very popular BBW talent, which is super important. When someone reaches out to me and wants to shoot, I need to see references. I need to make sure that you are a good, safe talent to work with. You're professional. And I heard nothing but good things about Finney. So I was like, let's do it. Sure.
And so from there, like I said, how often did you book your content shoots? And for some girls, they say it's hard to find sometimes male talent. Did you have that same difficulty?
I wanted to slow down on it because at the time I was hearing so much like feedback about different male talent that works with BBWs and things kind of going wrong with other girls' content shoots. So I was kind of like, I don't know if I want to continue doing this. I was also like, if I want to sell content, I don't have to have a male partner. I can sell it on my own if I want to make my own content, you know? So I was like, you know, we'll see. I really just prefer shooting with a studio. I think if I have to choose between, you know, content or studios, I really like working with studios a lot more.
So for you, when it comes to picking your male talent, other than his track record, do you look at his set and how he shoots? Meaning, because it's interesting that she was saying all this, right? Remember I told you, the way that we see you, we need to continue seeing you. Anything less is hustling backwards. So that means we saw on Plumper Pass. I better go on her site see Plumper Pass looking footage. Or you didn't kill my fantasy and I done took my money away. So for you, do you look at that very heavily when it comes to some of these guys?
Definitely. I look at the quality of their content. How good of a performer are they? You know, can they actually perform all the way through? Like, do they see this as a job? Do they see this as a craft? Like, I felt like I was getting offers for men that see this as more of a hobby and it reflected in the work they were putting out. Like, if I'm used to shooting with Plumper Pass and Jeff's Models and very like high-end companies, like the quality needs to be there. I can't just shoot with anybody. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, it makes perfect sense. See, no, because women don't understand who you fuck on camera matters. It is part of your brand.
Absolutely. And it lasts for an eternity. What's on the internet is forever. I've always said to myself in this industry that like every single scene that I'm in, I want to be proud of. I want someone to be able to pull up any Chloe Klein scene and I am more than happy with what they are watching. I will not be in anything that I feel does not align with my brand, with my aesthetic. Like, it's important.
Yeah,
Like, you gotta
because
take
see, no, because the reason why I say this so people understand, you know, I've been talking about this all the time, smokers, is that it ain't just the fans looking at the dick you sucking, the producers, the directors, the agents. If they see you with a bunch of content creators, they're not going to book you. Sorry. That's a lot of you girls that think, well, I'm not getting booked. Stop fucking Larry from down the goddamn street. Go get Rome Major. Go get Brazil. Go get Britt
yes.
Miller.
You have to shoot with someone that is reputable, that sees this as a career. And if they think that you can't see that on camera, it's like you can tell every single time. So, yeah, you got to pick
Because
wisely.
certain things that a professional male talent knows to do in front of the camera naturally from repetitions and practice of filming that these content creators, perfect example. None of you fuckers know how to use an all-camera hand for shit. For shit. You're blocking her face when you trying to pull her hair up.
Oh my God, don't even get me started on hair pulling and things of that nature.
They don't have to pull the hair right. It's a certain way you got to grab the hair gently, twist it a little bit, and just yank slightly. Her neck gonna come up. You ain't got to pull it back like it's a goddamn horse.
That's the thing. They don't understand that there's a difference between sex you have in your personal life, where that might be okay, or that might be what your partner wants, and there's a difference when you're on set and there's a camera. I think people don't understand that you are having sex for the camera, for the viewer, not yourself.
Yeah. Look, I tell people this. There's sex that looks good on camera, and there's sex that feels good. It's not, they may not equal when you're on camera. Because you want to know why? I got to open her up. I got to open myself up. Y'all know how hard it is when you trying to hit it from the side, the cameraman want to get the dick going into pussy action from the side. I got to turn myself this way.
You have to hit those angles. You have to make sure the lighting looks good. Like, you are shooting for the camera. Like, it is a film. Like, you're an actor. Like, actors cheat to the camera and know the, you know, how to position their bodies. Like, there really is a method to the madness. This is a career. This is serious, you know?
Yeah. Because if people realize it's not about 2026. You're trying to set shit up the way you're making money in your sleep in 2020, in 2030. You get what I'm saying? And people understand it because it's like, when you came in the game, did you think short term or you think long term?
Oh, I thought long term. I feel that anyone who's in the adult industry needs to understand that this is going to follow you the rest of your life. So you might as well think of this as long term. I was just like, no, if I'm going to do this, this is going to be my career. So I've always thought of it that way.
And two, also, because she spoke to the work on camera, speak to the work off camera.
Ooh, the work off camera. What do you mean?
After we done filmed it, we got to sell it.
We have to sell
we got to
it.
edit
Oh
it.
my God.
We got to market it.
Oh my God, if we're making our own, we have to sell it. We have to market it online, which is a whole other beast. Like, there's so much admin work that is a part of being in this industry as well. I don't think people understand that, like just because this is not an office or desk job doesn't mean that we don't have to do office or desk job things.
Amen. Amen. So people, now it's time for the fun questions. Y'all know how we do for the first time interviews. So we're going to begin here. Have we done, or we looking to do anal?
Ooh, let's hear it.
I'm asking you. Shit, I ain't taking it. I don't fuck somebody in the ass before. I just don't get fucked in the ass. You can eat my ass all day. I'm down for Remy. Tongue can go in. Fingers cannot. No deal though. So for you, is there something you have you done anal, or is there something you look to add to your repertoire?
What is it? I did it briefly. I've done it briefly for 2 scenes. I don't think it's something that I want to revisit. It's just, it's a lot more intimate. You know, you have to really relax. I think that it's different, you know, in a personal life where you have a lot more time to relax. You know, the anus is a different muscle. It's not the same as its neighbor.
Oh no.
And it's not something that I feel relaxed enough to do on set. I tried it, an attempt was made, and I think that might be about it, unless I received a wonderful offer to try it again.
Oh my God. And see, too, also so many things gotta go right for that to go down.
Absolutely. It's also like, yeah, you have to work with a talent that is competent, that understands that it's not like its neighbor. You know, like I think so many people that try to do these kind of scenes don't understand what goes into doing that. So it would have to be with someone that knows what they're doing and knows how to work my body.
No, because see, it begins one with the woman prepping her ass the week of.
Yes. Oh my God. With not even just that, but diet as well. Like there's just so much stretching, everything. Like it is a whole different monster. So
yeah, you know. So now, because last year was the year of the gangbang, is that something you looking to add to your repertoire?
Oh my God, have I done? Oh my God, I haven't done a gangbang scene actually. I've thought about it, but it's just like managing so many people in that kind of scene. It would again need to be with some very competent talent, a very substantial, lovely offer. There's definitely been a demand for it. Fans have wanted to see that from me, but
So you wouldn't even do it for your own content?
I don't know if I would do it for my own content. I think I would want to do it through a studio. I would trust the studio picking talent that they've worked with before that are a lot more equipped with that, you know, rather than me choosing somebody on my own.
Yeah, because like, have you ever thought about doing content houses? I do know that like some of the content houses, girls are able to do gangbangs, and the talent is reputable.
Yeah. I've like had offers to go to content houses. I just get so nervous about a content house. I've never been to one. I'm just a little scared because it's like, you know, 50 different talents in a house and everyone is just zooming around, shooting with this person and that person and photo sets. And it's like, it seems very high intensity. I want to do it, but I'm just like, I know that girls will go and they'll shoot 5 scenes in a day. And I'm just like, can I do that? I'm used to maybe like 3 scenes in a day at max.
Oh no, you still go at your own pace at the content house, baby. Don't think that you have to pressure yourself to try to keep up with the Joneses. You know, I believe in quality over quantity all day. That means if I can get 3 quality scenes, fuck shooting 5. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh man,
I want the quality. That's me.
No, I'd love to do it, but it's also like I love being mostly studio. I don't know, something about it. I feel like I get more fans, I get more recognition. I get nominations when I shoot with companies. And so it's like I'll make my own content if it's someone that is a great legendary talent, you know, if we want to just create something ourselves. But for the most part, I just love these companies.
I'm surprised that none of the co-stars on set has hollered at you about content. I know some of them probably do it.
Yeah, I've done, let me see. I've done content on my own with Chad Diamond. I'm trying to think who else. Oh my God. Yeah, no, it's just good far between. I just love being on set for companies.
Oh my God. But the thing about it is, hold on, we're gonna get you the fun questions a little bit more in a second. Is that I was taught this. Never let the industry have more of you than you don't have of yourself. I'm gonna give you an example of what I mean by this. I had the pleasure of meeting and talking with Cherokee Dads. Cherokee Dads, you know the conversation she had with me. She said when she found out what I did, she said, "I wish I had a dude like you and I met you." I was like, "Why?" She said, "I done 167 scenes for companies. The money I made from them scenes is gone." She said, "No, they still making money off of me a decade later."
Exactly.
She said, That's right before she started her 2 sites. She said, "Pinky is my girl." Pinky kept telling me to do my own shit. I didn't want to listen.
Oh my God, an absolute queen. My God.
Yeah, and see, what people don't realize, Pinky was smart. Pinky was already doing content for herself. But she was so bad at what she did because I talked to her cameraman. Me and him used to be close. Shouts out, God bless the dead fashion. The motherfucker said, "Oh, she got a recording deal with, producer deal with Black Market, Black Magic." She had producer deals with 3 other companies. You know what I'm saying? What I mean is you need to have your own content. because nothing against any of these women. Let me be the first to tell you, it's a business. Once they got what they need from you, they're not calling. They're not calling. They're not calling because they got too many girls they got to shoot. They done got 10 scenes out of your ass. Trust me, they're not calling you back unless you're contracted. Or the producer really love you. So, no, I'm here to tell you, no, shoot content. Do both. Because
what is it? I like to do my own for the most part, but as far as like collabs, I just take it really slow. You never know like how reputable someone is, but I love just doing my own content, my own photos, my own everything. So till I trust some other times, we'll see.
No, but there's nothing wrong with that because like I said, the key of it is if you're getting booked heavy like that, you shoot content, but you ain't got to shoot content. Put it this way, you're not in a position that, you know how they say survival sex work? There's such things called survival content creator, meaning that you're depending upon your content. You have no other way of making money unless you're filming because you depend upon your content. That's why it's good to not only do content trade, but also to get paid gigs.
Exactly. Everywhere. Like I've done every form of sex work. I'm just like, there's always money to be made in all these different avenues.
For sure. Now, we know she ain't gonna do no DA, no double anal, and we know she ain't gonna do double penetration. But would you down the line do double vaginal?
If I can find the right male talent, yes. But they need to be experienced in that. They need to be able to work with other male talent really well. Like everybody needs to be on the same page about, the body's capacities, if you will. As long as everybody's professional and knows what they're doing and how to handle my body, because it would be a first time for me, I would be open to it.
For sure. Now, the other part is, are you into BDSM, kinks, fetishes, and so forth?
Yes.
Okay, wait, which one? We talking about BDSM? All of it.
All the above.
All the above. Okay, so what? So submissive or dominant? Or switch? Switch. Oh, okay. So you do some dominatrix work as well as submissive work. Okay. So on the submissive side, what are you into? As submissive, and if that's type scenes that you would like to do in the future as well.
Oh God. That's the thing. I'm not sure if I'd want to do any kind of BDSM content in the future. I would want to see if there's a demand of that from my fans, if that's something my fans would want to see me do, either being dominant or being submissive. Like, I haven't really put out feelers and seen, like, they don't like that kind of thing from me.
Give it to the end of the year, fellas. Give it to the end of the year. Watch. The next we do an interview at the end of the year. Towards the end of the year. While she say, oh, I got a demand for dominatrix. And I did a submissive scene with King of War, and it sold like hotcakes. Woman, if you don't get your ass and do some type of submissive thing, I'm here to tell you this is a dom. BDSM is money. You want to know why, smokers? It is how can I put this? It is a genre that the fans are emotionally involved. Remember, I told y'all, if you get them emotionally involved, they will give you their wallet without asking. Dominatrix, submissive work, BDSM shit. Oh, they love it. They will spend money on it. Yeah, I tell females, go ahead.
I usually do like BDSM stuff for one of my platforms. I'm on Sex Panther, and so a lot of fans on there love, video calls or phone calls where I'm a dom or I'm a sub. But as far as like scenes, I want to see if do fans want to see that in a scene, or do they just want to keep it to the calls?
I'm here to tell you, they want to see the scene. You want to know why? My top selling shit is my BDSM shit, slut training, tying them up, all that. No, because understand this.
Write that down,
it's one, I got the word. It's a niche genre. Anything niche, it's money. Because one, especially if it looks authentic, They in.
Mhm.
They can tell more than anybody else whether this is a real submissive or she's just faking it for the camera. If she's real
Mhm.
dom, she's faking it for the camera. Period.
Mhm.
And that's what made me a lot of money because they was like, oh shit, he really a dom guy. He know what he doing. You feel what I'm saying? But
No, they want
I
to see
tell
the
people because the
concept.
beauty of our business is we have the beauty of sexual discovery. Something that vanillas can't have because our job is to be freaky, nasty, open sexually in ways that a average person cannot.
Most
So
definitely.
trust me, check out the BDSM. I'm trying to tell you.
Oh my God, I'm writing that down. My God, because I get nervous because I know that like I'm in the BBW category and that's already a niche. So I'm like BBW and BDSM. I'm like that's a niche on top of a niche. So I'm like, you guys want to see that? I'll make it.
No, I mean to tell you they do because see the reason why I say that so people understand this is that once again it's a lifestyle. Even to the point that if you're getting it off on audio with Sex Panther, a video would not be a problem. Because especially if hypothetically you do a domination scene and you got a submissive, or you're with a dom and you got a submissive, and you the submissive. It's just the problem is there's not a lot of experienced male talent doms in the business. That's the problem.
That's the thing. I'm just like, I want to do it with someone that is experienced, that knows what they're doing, how to wield certain implements. Like, if it looks sloppy, no one's gonna see it. Like, it needs to be up here with the rest of my content. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. And for you, because like you said, when you first walked in, you didn't think you were gonna pop out because you was a BBW. How much of this business increased your confidence as a woman, emotionally, physically, as well as mentally?
Oh my God, my confidence skyrocketed as a larger woman. My weight has like fluctuated my entire life. I've gone through points of being super skinny to, a lady of size, if you will. And yeah, when I saw the numbers and how many fans and followers I had, I was just like, no, like there are people in this world that love a voluptuous woman. And I was super nervous at the time. I think I was like the largest I've ever been, so like a 2X, 3X when I first started. And so I'd never been in that kind of body before. I was just like, will people still want to see my content? Do people, I was comparing it to, how attractive people think I am in my daily life, where I was like, oh, I get some, attraction, some attention. I was like, maybe that's not going to be the same with the scenes, but no, like there's such a demand for larger ladies. People find us attractive, they find us alluring. So it really showed me that there are so many different ways to be beautiful, and people find so many different kinds of women beautiful.
Yeah, because the thing about it is, a sex symbol is a sex symbol. It doesn't matter what size or shape you are.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Beauty is beauty. And for you, how was it adjusting to be a sex symbol? Because one thing to go from, okay, I'm doing nude modeling to I'm a full-blown porn star. That's a different type of sex symbol. Different level of sex symbol.
I loved it. Ever since I was a kid, I've always looked up to different sex symbols, whether it was, Jessica Rabbit or Anna Nicole Smith. I was just like, I love how sex symbols and bombshells look. And so I just couldn't believe that I was like, I don't look like Jessica Rabbit. I don't look like a lot of, the bombshells that I grew up looking at, but I am killing it and I'm at their level. I was just like, I couldn't believe that I could do it in my body, looking the way that I did. And I'm nothing but proud of myself. So, yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
No, trust me, the pictures don't do it justice, people. Don't do it justice at all. And also the fact that the male talents that you work with some names. You got legacy shoots is the term now, legacy shoots, because you have a bunch of them. And it's funny how it's funny how that term came up. I was like, we ain't never said legacy shoot. We might have said, our porn shoot, but we ain't never said legacy shoot, but it kind of makes sense. For you, how did it feel that your hit list is big names? You ain't got no weak hit list.
No, I've shot with Chad Diamond, Finney Fox, Eddie J, Lawson Jones. Like I've shot with some really big names. Oh my god, I'm blanking on everybody else, but I've shot with some really big names in this
And,
industry, and at the
and let's make
time
this
that I shot
clear.
with them,
With Eddie
yeah.
J, you don't see him with BBW too often.
I know.
Let's make that clear. Eddie J is one of them.
Yeah. When I found that out, because when I shoot with all these people, I'm like, I'm not super familiar with them. I see their, their Twitters or their Instagrams, and I'm like, okay, like, you're a very big deal. I love this. But it's not till after I'm done shooting with them that I'm like, no, you just shot with someone that like is a legend.
You shot with Chad Diamond. That
For
motherfucker
sure.
a damn legend. Like literally.
No,
Early
exactly.
90s to now. Excuse me, mid 90s to now. I have to come think about it. That dude been here for some years.
No, exactly. I'm just like heavy hitter after heavy hitter with these scenes. I think I'm making the league proud.
Hey, Devontae, yeah, I need to talk about her. Goddamn, I'm just saying.
Put me on with Devontae Labs.
Hey, no, I'm telling you, fuck, I looked her up. I said, well, damn, maybe I did the list too soon. Goddamn. She damn sure making the next one. So now the other part of this is what the civilians don't get is how much we had to be tested, and also the sacrifice we have to make in our personal sex life to chase this business. Because believe it or not, it's kind of lonely unless you are already in a relationship or you're married. So how much was the adjustment from day one when it came to this business for your personal sex life?
Yeah, so I didn't even know what talent testing was. I didn't know I was just like, what is a gold? What do I have to do? So it's definitely changed. I think it changes every industry talent's life because you can't just go out into the bar and, take anybody home. You don't know you don't know when they were last tested. You don't know what they have. You don't know their sexual history. Like that does not fly in our industry. Like we have such strict testing protocol and I love that. But I think for people that are new to this industry, that it can be really jarring where it's like, what do you mean I can't just call, my situationship or whatever? It's like, well, unless your situationship is also tested and ready to shoot, you're not touching them.
Yes, even the husband has to be tested. Is that serious?
Oh, yeah. Oh, everybody that is not on that porn shoot, like, no, everyone you touch also has to be tested. Same level, same tests, swabs, everything. Like, it is very thorough. But it keeps us safe.
Yeah, because, man, because people, that's one thing I think a lot of talent don't talk about on these podcasts, is that even if you're a swinger, you can't go to the swinger club like you used to.
Nope.
Poly, you can't poly like you want to.
No, unless the whole polycule is all getting tested. Take a field
trip. because the simple fact though, they don't understand how serious it is that one positive test can upend a whole industry worldwide and cost the industry billions. Because everybody got to get tested.
God. Oh yeah, I think there was something that happened like over the summer where there was like a patient zero and they had to shut down so many sets. Like it is a thing.
They shut down during a convention one time.
Yeah, everybody stopped working for like a couple of weeks. People lose money, you lose shoots if you pop on a test. Like it's a serious deal, but it keeps everybody safe. It's so that we can all work safely.
So now I'm gonna ask you this. Have you ever had a moment on set where the chemistry wasn't chemistry and you had to work through it? How did you handle it?
Oh my God. I will not name the talent involved. But I did have a scene I had to get through with a woman. See, I'm a woman that likes other women. And this woman I was shooting with was straight, wasn't attracted to women. And it was super difficult because I don't think that straight women understand that it's like, they don't really know.
This had to be a paid gig. This had to be a paid gig.
Oh yeah. They don't understand how to touch a woman's body and it can feel really kind of clunky, if you will. So I was just trying to get through it. You just, in the back of your mind, you're like, the paycheck is going to be sweet. In 30 minutes, we'll be out of here. It's going to be okay. you know, even if you have to go back to your hotel room or back home and just like sit and have a blunt and just process, think about it. You know, I'm just like, it's work at the end of the day. I try to think about like my favorite actors, you know, and I'm like, they get cast for movies and shows with people that are horrible at them, you know, but you got to make the shoot.
Yeah, because like not every shoot go great, especially when it comes to the paid gigs. Content trade too, but paid gigs mainly because you're walking in blind half the time. You don't know who you're shooting with. You know what I'm saying? Unless ladies got it like that, the way they can find out ahead of time. But for the most part, you're walking in blind. You know what I'm saying? And hey, you walked in blind for a boy, girl. I ain't worried about girl, because I understand girl.
Oh yeah, I've walked like blind for a boy, girl, and it's been very, yeah. I.
You looked at him and was like, I'm gonna have to work with this one.
Oh no, exactly. You try to be as patient as possible. I just try to give them grace and understand that like it's harder, I think, on set sometimes for men because it's like I don't have to come during shoots. You know, I don't have to be erect. I can just be there. So you know, if a male talent is struggling, I just try to give them grace. I'm trying to be very careful with them and, you know, understand that they're already having pressure in their head. They don't need me to add to it. And, you know, I'm like, at the end of the day has to end. The shoot will wrap. We'll all get through it. You know, I just try to make it look good on camera. I'm just like, you know what? The viewer doesn't know that they're horrible in bed. The viewer doesn't know that I hate what's happening. But, like, we make it work. My fans couldn't even tell. If you showed all my scenes to a fan, they couldn't tell which ones I was having a blast on and which ones I was kind of like, this guy is, what's he doing?
She's a great actress. Oh my God, people. So look, I'm in here with this gorgeous lady up here for an hour, and we ain't even scratched the surface on a lot of shit. So you know what time it is. It's time for the $1 million question. Miss Chloe Klein, can I call you a smoke buddy?
Yes.
More. You know what that means, smokers? For my smokers, she will be back on the Smokers Lounge. But for my premium smokers, I'm hearing you screaming because you're seeing that beautiful cleavage. We're going to talk her into coming to the place where the conversation gets saucier, the tits pop out, dildos might pop out. You don't know what might pop off unless you subscribe. I'm talking about none other than the Premium Smoke Room. On Loyal Fans, people, right now, get the first month for 75% off for $625. That means you get 30 days to see if you want to keep it. And trust me, you're going to want to keep it. Because you want to know why? I got 4 wonderful podcasts for you to enjoy. Plus, I open up the special edition episodes known as the VIP Smoke Room. I even do it live on X from time to time. Plus, I got a XXX store where you can see my work as I give ladies the work because big dicks grow in the sticks. That's why they call me Big Country, Daddy. Also, don't forget about Spotify. I have a subscription site on Spotify as well with 2 wonderful podcasts you can enjoy. The first one being Had to Smoke on It, where I have to smoke on some serious topics where I give my unpopular, controversial, and very hard opinions and commentary on certain topics that I feel I need to speak on. And then the place where the men of porn has their say. I'm talking about Savage Smoke, where I talk to the industry's top male talents, producers, directors, and so forth, as we give you that real smoke about the industry from a male perspective. So if you need some premium smoke, you had to smoke on it, or you trying to roll some Savage Smoke, we got you covered. Just subscribe to the smoke and subscribe to both because it's less than Netflix. Think about it. Y'all paying for that Netflix. You can get 2 for 1. There you go. So with that being said, Miss Klein, tell everybody where they can find you and spend money on you, baby.
Let's see. You guys can find me on onlyfans.com/Chloe Klein, on sextpanther.com/Chloe_Klein. You can also find me on Instagram at It's Chloe Klein.
Yeah. So, smokers, what did you smoke over tonight? What did you learn? Let me tell you what you learned. How you come in does make a difference sometimes. The ladies that come straight in industry-wise, mainstream, meaning they shop with major companies, they seem to have longevity, more exposure, and they end up making more money. You want to know why? Because for all you people that want to see and say, yeah, I don't want to shoot with no company. And I don't want to shoot with company because I want to keep all my content. Let me tell you the advantage of shooting with a company. One, everybody in the world don't know what the fuck OnlyFans is. Not every country has OnlyFans. Let's make that clear. Y'all stuck on that OnlyFans bubble, keep being stuck on it. And watch how, if you notice, the money in OnlyFans has been dropping. At some point, OnlyFans may not be around. Working with established companies puts you in certain conversations that just being a content creator will never put you in. Let me explain to you. Her shooting for Plumper Pass, guess what it reaches? Australia, Japan, Europe, all 7 continents. While your OnlyFans page only is known in the United States. Shooting with major companies opened the door for you to be looked at, taken seriously, lusted for as an actual porn star and sex symbol. Why? Because once you shoot with the major companies, you're not going to go back to that amateur shit. The reason why, because you get spoiled. You love the pretty girl pictures, how you look at them shits, how the scene look, how many top male times want to fuck your ass, and how many fans know who the fuck you is. Nothing worse than go to a convention and no one knows who the fuck you is. That happens. You feel me? And it gives you an opportunity to be nominated for a fucking award. I don't understand why a woman come into this business. I don't give a fuck the reasoning for it. Why come into business just to shoot content? Are we not in this business to make money? That's why you do paid gigs. See, I tell females, you want to be taken seriously, let me tell you what you do. You find yourself established talent that will want to be willing to work with you. Why? Because it takes one. She shot one shoot with Plumper Pass, and she done made her rounds to every fucking company when it comes to the BBW genre. When's the prime of the ass end up on Brazzers one day? Straight up. Straight up. I'm calling it, and when I call it, it usually happens. Y'all know I don't never miss. When I tell you that they gonna be big stars, I'm always right, because Bob knows it's about talent. And that's the key. You got to have talent. See, it's one thing to get in the room. It's another thing to be good enough to stay in that motherfucker. That's the key. That means that I'm professional. That means I know how to work the camera. I know how to work the talent that I work with. I also is not a complete bitch on set. I'm not an asshole. And if the producers love you, you good. Because, yeah, there's girls that they'll shoot with every company their first year and they'll never get another chance with them. You want to know why? How they walked on that set. How they acted on that set. But if you act right, they'll call you every year. Why? Because if you making me money and you're not a headache, I would love working with you forever. Mm-hmm. Be mad when you retired. God damn it. Why is you retired? You know what I'm saying? Because the key to this is, once again, I keep telling you, this is a business. Regardless of what we do on camera, it's a business. We're here to make money, not friends. Friends is a bonus.
Mm-hmm. It's not friends business. Show business.
Say no more. It's a business. We're here to make money. One of the ways of making money is getting paid gigs. It ain't just doing content. Because, see, let me tell you what happens when you do the paid gigs also. It makes your content sell more. Because you want to know why? Mm-hmm. Psychology. If I see you playing the NBA, I'm a fan. If I see you on the basketball court, see you on the NBA, I'm picking you first for a pickup game. Think about that. If I see her, if I see her on Plumper Pass, you know what they did? They went to go Google Chloe Klein. Oh, she ain't got nothing yet. They just kept checking. And she finally did. I guarantee you, watch her shake her head. Your OnlyFans blew the fuck up, didn't it?
OnlyFans, Sex Panther, every paid platform. Yep.
You want to know why? Because she started by doing the paid gigs. She had no content. She created a demand. She created a hunger by doing the paid gigs. Not giving away shit for free. Not allowing her OnlyFans to be free like some of y'all motherfuckers that sit here talking about y'all making their 6 figures. You had to get a whole bunch of free motherfuckers before you can start charging them. She charged them out the gate. Smoke that over. Why is she charging them out the gate? Because they see her as a star. Not the thought next door that's filming with her phone. Not the girl that's over here shoving her pussy with a dildo squirting. They saw her as a star. Mims said it best. This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. Guess what happened to that song? It went fucking platinum. Why? Because he told you he was hot and y'all believed it. It's like my man said, I am, therefore, I can't think of what they say.
I think, therefore I am.
Say no more. If I think I'm a star, I am a star. If you look like a star, they're going to think you a star. Remember I told you, the key to this business is getting the fan to invest in you emotionally. If you notice, they don't invest in nobodies. They don't invest in content creators. They invest in stars. If you don't believe me, your top YouTubers are pseudo stars. That's why they make that money. Because they're looked at as celebrities. The key to doing that is how you market yourself, how you image yourself, and how you portray yourself. If you want to be looked at as a star, you move as one. If you want to be looked at and taken serious as a star, you shoot like one. You film like one. Every picture I see looks like a star. Even the selfies. Because once again, schematics matter. Image is everything in this business. Because the question you got to ask yourself, and I'll leave you with this. Are you selling sex? Does sex make money? Or do fantasies make millions? Which do you want? And with that being said, you know how we end these things all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? 3 words for you. Smoke this over. Miss Klein, don't go nowhere. See y'all later. Say goodbye to him, baby.
Till next time. Mwah.
Gosh, she's so gorgeous. We out.